Hey, podcast listeners, WNYC, our home station, wants to know a little bit about you. So if you don't mind, and you got 3 minutes, go to wnyc.org/info, click on Radiolab, and take a little survey. Thanks.
Hi, this is Catherine Udell from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Radiolab is supported by Scion, a car company that supports and collaborates with people who are driven to follow their passions. More at scion.com/driven. Scion, for the driven.
Oh, wait, you're listening?
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
You're
Listening
to Radiolab.
Radio Lab.
From
WNYC.
C
Yep.
and NPR.
Okay.
This is Andy Rowe.
So what I've got here, you can hear it rattling because it's falling apart.
He's a TV producer in London, and in his office, where we reached him, he's got these very special metal balls.
This is the original prototype of a golden ball. It's lovely and shiny. It's very light.
Each one's the size of maybe an orange or a tangerine or a tennis ball, painted gold.
And it makes a very satisfying clunk when it closes.
And that clunk, that is the sound of betrayal. Because Andy has used these balls to bring out the worst in people, to show how ugly and conniving we can be, but also how wonderful.
And if you think you know about all that, then you could win big on golden balls.
Okay, so we're talking about a game show called, of course,
Golden Balls.
Andy was one of the executive producers, did pretty well.
We were really, really proud of Golden Balls.
Ran for 3 years in the UK.
Nearly 300 episodes in quite a short space of time on the show. We thought it was such fun.
And it is fun, because in many ways it is just a normal game show. But I would argue there is more going on here. In fact, I'm about to argue that. Because there is a moment in one of those 300 episodes, one moment, that I just cannot shake. Because you remember the first time I showed you this clip.
Certainly do. I was totally thrown by it.
Because what's about to happen is that two guys with totally different moral philosophies are about to go, yes, with some fascinating results. And this story, in fact, inspired the whole show.
It did. But today,
3 different smackdowns, all that somehow smack down, not in the way that you would expect.
different people, different dreams, different worldviews.
All going kapow. And we're calling the show
What's left when you're right?
which is
Genius. Well, you'll find that out later. You'll
it
find
will
that out.
ultimately make sense.
Perfect sense, I think.
Yeah.
Later.
For now, can we get the golden balls happening?
Yeah.
All I can remember was that
All right, so before we get to the moment that I want to talk about, we kind of have to walk a few paces to sort of lay the foundation, which is that we have to explain the rules of this game, which are,
you cannot describe Golden Balls in a sentence to anybody. It makes no sense whatsoever.
but I will try and simplify. So basically, there are all these early rounds where people are winning money, losing money, cheating each other, lying, strategizing, voting one another off the show. I'm going to skip all that because it is in the last 5 minutes.
That all hell breaks loose. And it's that classic shout at the telly moment where you're sitting at home going, I can't believe what that guy just did. I can't believe he just did that.
Because basically the whole game culminates with a face-off.
You now face a very straightforward choice.
2 players sit on opposite sides of a table with this host between them,
Yeah, Jasper Carrot, his name is.
a man whose head is as shiny and smooth as a golden ball itself. Yeah, I know. I just edited in someone laughing at my own joke. That just happened. In any case, when you get to this moment at the end of the game,
Where there's 2 people facing each other in the spotlight, it's all gone quiet. In that moment, their hearts are racing.
because they've got to make this key choice, which is not just about money, although there is money on the line, of course. It is a choice that will reveal who they really are. Not who we all are.
Okay, what-
Humanity's soul will be laid bare.
This may be true, but why don't we just lay out the rules themselves?
Sorry, got a little carried away.
No, just,
All right, so in the final round, each of the contestants get 2 golden balls.
And they are the most important golden balls of the game.
One ball says split,
You each have a golden ball with the word split written inside.
and the other ball says steal.
You both have a ball with the word steal written inside.
Now, split, Like, say you and I are playing, right?
Yeah.
If I choose to split ball, what I'm really saying is that this jackpot, whatever it is, say it's 3,200 pounds sterling, okay?
Yeah.
I'm saying I want to split it with you. Let's just split it in half, 50-50, even Steven. I'm a good guy. Now, if you also choose split, then we split it. You get half, I get half, everybody's happy.
The feeling of kind of joy that everybody had when it was a split was fantastic.
Yeah, you're both going home with £1,600 each.
Okay, so that's one outcome. It's one of 4 outcomes, I believe. Because obviously there are other ways this could go, because one or both of the contestants can choose steal. And what steal basically says is, forget sharing, I want to take the whole thing for myself. And if we both decide that,
If you both choose the steel ball,
we both screw each other and it cancels out.
you leave today's game with what you came with. Nothing.
Nobody gets anything.
Nothing. I like the way he says nothing.
Nothing.
With a little bit of contempt.
Deservedly.
Yes.
2 greedy people deserve nothing?
Yes.
Nothing.
Except each other, which equals
Exactly.
nothing.
Right, so if we both decide to split, it is mutually good. If we both decide to steal, it is mutually bad.
Yeah.
Now, where things get thorny is that, say you got a mismatch, like one person chooses split, the other person chooses steal. Now, in that scenario, the person who chose split, the nice guy or gal, gets nothing,
Yeah.
whereas the person who chose steal, the conniving, duplicitous bastard, takes everything.
So if you steal and the other person is kind, then you walk away with the money.
Yeah, I mean, by the way, this is the classic prisoner's dilemma from game theory, which some people may recognize. But the basic idea is that there is an incentive to share, because if you split, each person takes half. But there is